Hey folks, Scott Grove here doing some reviews on some of my guitars by request. This one I've been waiting for a long time. Gibson, they have their on days and off days just like any other company. Same with all their guitars. This one is actually on, and I've been waiting for something like this to come out. Okay, this is a brand new 2009 Gibson Traditional Pro. They have a few different traditional models out. And these are called, they have a new system called plecking, P-L-E-K, so they are plecked, P-L-E-K apostrophe D, plecked, which means a computer takes control of this thing and sets it up instead of leaving it up to some kid in high school trying to figure out how to set it up. So they actually come out of the box playing perfect. Anyway, mine did, holy cow. And if you're a Les Paul fan, great. If you are a Telecaster fan, great. Okay. Again, I am very partial to country and blues and classic rock, blah blah blah. So number one, this is called Desert Burst. This finish. The back and sides are a satin. They are not very. They're not a high gloss thing. They are just a satin. Okay, as you can see with the light there, I'm giving it direct light and some more direct light there. That is a satin finish, kind of like what Martin's doing with a lot of their stuff, only putting the gloss on the top. Beautiful finish. I love having the pick guard on there. My pick never hits it, but I just think it looks better with it myself. I'm one of the few. Okay, you have your standard, like from your standard Les Paul inlays. You have your typical Gibson Les Paul headstock, but here's the difference with the new Grovers that are out. Yes, they are locking. Okay, so you don't have to do hardly any winds. Let me go to the low side on the keys. Okay, so there's no winding to do really there. Just tune it up, lock it in, tune them up. So those locking Grover tuners are new to Grover, they're new to Gibson. So those come stock on here. Now what is the big deal with these things? I will show you the big deal. Great looking zebra type pickups. Here's everything on full, clean amp, just a little reverb. So that's right in the middle, both pickups. Here's the bridge pickup. I could tune it, but where would that be? How fun would that be? Your neck pickup. Okay, so there is your typical open, pickups. Okay, now what's different about it is the fact that these come factory with split coil pickups. That's right, you just pull up on the volume knobs and they go right to single coils. Yep, that's factory. Okay, all of a sudden we are country, folks. Okay, so that is stock on these, on the Les Paul Traditional Pros. Some of the other traditional models do not do this. So look for that in the description. That is what I love about it. I can go right from George Strait to Kiss, I can go from Alan Jackson. Sounds like any Telecaster out there. So you want to take one guitar to the gig, take this bad boy. Okay, they did something, and they did something well. Okay, so, and put one, I'm going to put the rhythm pickup, the neck pickup, back to humbucking and leave the bridge in single coil. If you don't want to make that quite a sacrifice to go super twang, just put one of them in humbucker, one of them in single coil. Okay, so now all of a sudden you have a telly with some bite to it, a little bit of balls. cool. 2 seconds. Okay, back to the guitar. I had a little phone call there. Okay, so that is with the rhythm or the neck pickup in humbucker mode and the bridge in single coil. I'll do just the opposite. Split the neck and go to humbucker in the bridge. Tell the difference? Here's everything in humbucker. Now I'm just splitting the neck. And opposite of that, splitting the other one. So there is a slight difference, both of them in single coil. Okay. I am partial to one or the other being in humbucker, one being in single coil. That again is with the bridge in single coil and the neck, and opposite of that. Okay, so you have tons of options on these instead of just having a Les Paul with humbuckers and that's it. So if you're looking for options, this is the way to go, kiddies. And of course a Les Paul in humbucking mode, going to straight old distortion. Okay, here it is with the in the bridge. Middle. Sounds like any Les Paul bridge. Okay, so there it is. The brand new 2009 Gibson Les Paul Traditional Pro. It will come unplugged now. Put that thing somewhere. But this dude rocks. It countries. It does everything. Again, you got the natural satin on the back. The new upgraded tuners, which are a wonderful improvement. And you can't beat it. I love this. If I'm going to have a Les Paul, which I love Les Pauls, but they're a one-trick pony. Now this is a 20-trick pony, man. You can have every combination of everything. You can have your Strat, you can have your Tele, you can have your Les Paul, you can have everything in between. And by golly, this thing works. It's heavy. It is not chambered, so it weighs in at 9.5, 10 pounds, something like that. They got one right, folks. So if you're afraid of a new Les Paul, don't be afraid of this one. Okay? There are some of them that are junk, some of them are good, just like from any company. But this one is, this one's the cat's ass right here. They're still finishing. The frets on the sides are actually still part of the actual binding. I'll get a better shot. So they're still doing like they did, but this action is amazing. Whatever this plect system is that they're talking about, whatever it is, it works. Okay? So good old Les Paul on steroids, which it needed a good swift kick in the ass, and it got it. And you can play anything on this. So everything from metal to country, you got it with this one. Another big 2 thumbs up from everybody in my neighborhood, period. So there you go.